All right, Micah here again with another tip of the week. Like I usually do, we'll start with a broad topic and then try to bring it back, touch on a little bit more information, get a little bit more detail, and kind of get some more information out to you. So again, this will be about the Burdenko Method. So this is something that I learned from Tom Barbeau. I'm not certified, there's no money relation between anything like that. I'm not a practitioner, but it's something that I've used, and these principles I employ in other areas as well. It really complements everyday life. As much as I love strength conditioning and some of the foundations, I think this employs a lot more everyday life. It really makes you control your body, and it really makes you think about how you move, and those are the most important things. It's a holistic approach, and that's something that really pushed me into kind of the way I go about, from someone's emotional status, nutrition, sleep, hydration, all those little important pillars and foundations of health and wellness. So something that is really big with this is self-education, listening to your body, learning how to move, and then employing and adding resistance and complex movements. Just like anything else, we're going to start simple and move complex. No one's going to add or shouldn't add a load to a dysfunctional movement, just because that's obviously going to inherently increase our risk for injury. So one of the big takeaways with this is fitness intelligence. I think that's so overlooked. We kind of are in a society where we just are like, go as hard as you can, as long as you can, and that's going to make you better. Yeah, we should be mentally and physically resilient, be able to work hard, be able to get a good sweat, and be able to push our conditioning. But it's something so much more than that. So it's not just exercising or just conditioning. It's training. You're training for a purpose. You're not just going in there trying to max bench or anything like that. You won't even see me bench press in this program anyways. But just for a good plan in general is just looking at variations, varying your movement, asking yourself, why am I doing this? Really employing more education and activities in different environments and knowledge and experience, and bring all those things together. As simple as it seems, there's that self-reflection, being, okay, why am I doing this? Questioning a program. So simple progressions that are so overlooked, I think, and logical progressions that are overlooked in a lot of ways. So going from simple to complex, variations that emphasize exercises that are done in various environments, like I spoke on the water. That is, if you can't do it on land, we're doing it in the water. That's kind of how I go about things, and that's more of a rehab. Say you hurt your knee, you can't bear weight. Okay, we're getting you in the water, you're gonna move it. So something with the Burdenko method that's really big is, okay, we're gonna vary the movements. They're gonna go simple to complex. We're gonna do it, if we're doing it one way, we're gonna do it backwards. So if I'm gonna do a forward lunge with a twist, I'm gonna do a backwards lunge with an opposite twist. So we're gonna coordinate our limbs, and this is really not just trying to stimulate muscle growth, hypertrophy, or anything like that, gaining more muscle mass. It's really challenging the brain neurologically, vision-wise, and this kind of big term that's in the past decade that's been thrown around is core stability. And that's something that, okay, we want to think about the whole body. How can we control and create a solid core? And there might be people that kind of disagree with that, or maybe might detail the core into very significant parts, and I do that as well. Okay, we have our internal, external obliques, we have our transverse abdominis, or rectus abdominis, all these other things are erectors, our multifidi, all these muscles that play in together, but it's so much more than just focusing on those individual muscles. It's really going from a holistic approach. So as we get into the Burdenko method more, we're going to be looking at a little bit of nutrition, vision training, core stability, and that's a big one that's thrown around now, but how do we do it in water versus on land, breathing techniques, and just overall health and wellness. And then I'm certainly going to be getting into more specific exercises and showing you guys some cool stuff with the Burdenko method itself. All right, thanks.